This video will show you how to create the curved track piece for our miniature train project. The way we'll be creating this piece is by creating the entire body, including both connection pieces, so the connection piece on the end as well as the insert, and then we'll be creating the grooves using the sweep tool. So let's go ahead and create a new part, and we'll create a sketch, and then I'm going to choose the XZ plane so that way it is flat. And if you go to your drawing tool, or you go to your drawing for the curved track, one of the first things you'll notice is this very long line right here, and I'll zoom in a little bit. So that line is the dimension for the outer edge of the curved track piece, and what it's dimensioning to is the center of a circle, which is actually off of the drawing page. So that is a dimension of a radius of 15 inches. So imagine basically just a very large circle going all the way around, and this is just one part of that circle that you can see here. So let's add that circle drawing to our sketch here. So we'll just be adding a circle. Again, it's got to have a radius of 15 inches or a diameter of 30, and I'm using the diameter tool for the circle here. So let's add in 30. All right, next, if you scroll all the way up to the page, you will notice that it says that this is a 45-degree section of track. And what that means is that if you were to measure the angle from the center of the circle and you were to draw a line that would match up with this edge of the track, and then draw another line that would match up with that edge, the angle between those two lines would be 45 degrees. So let's go ahead and add these two lines and dimension them to 45 degrees. So we're going to be adding a straight, still on my circle tool. We're going to be adding a straight line on the bottom. Just make sure it connects to the circle, and then we'll just be adding another line. It doesn't really matter where you place it as long as the end is on the circle, and then we'll be adding a dimension of 45 degrees. All right. And then what we'll be doing next is we'll just be closing off the shape. Let's get the bottom curve, and you'll notice that it gives us the dimension of 3.4. So let's just add in another circle, and then we'll just dimension to it 3.4 inches. So just get another circle, place it at the center, and then it doesn't really matter where you place it because we're just going to add a dimension, and we'll just dimension this to 3.4. All right, and so we have, let me redo that. All right, so we have our outline of our circle here. This dimension's going to be kind of in the way, so I'm going to move that. All right, so we have the dimension here. You'll notice we have a bunch of extra lines that we don't need, so let's use the trim tool to kind of clean this up before we move forward. So I'm just going to click on the outer circle part that we don't need, as well as the inner circle. And then you'll notice we have these lines here. I'm not going to trim those because those are dimensioned. So let's click on this line and make it a construction line, and we're going to do the same thing for the other one. And then let's use the line tool again to close off this shape. Okay, so there's our outline of our curved track piece. Let's go ahead and start with the top part, which has the insert or the hole in it. All right, which will be this. So I'll zoom in just a little bit more. All right, so you'll notice basically we have a circle here, and the circle has a radius of 0.75. And it's also dimensioned 1 inch from the edge. So let's go ahead and add those two things in there. So go to circle. And then as you move your mouse along this line, again, you should see a green dot when you're at the middle, which is where we want to put it. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. We don't want it to be on the line though. So as you move it down, you should see a little dashed line appearing. You don't have to move it down very far, just click. And then we want this to have a radius of 0.75 or a diameter of 1.5. All right, and then let's just dimension it to the right distance from that line, which we said was 1 inch. So this line to the center point is 1 inch. Okay. Next, let's put in this gap. In order to get this gap in here, we're going to put a line in the middle, kind of where this line is here, and then we'll just dimension lines on either side of it. So let's add in a center line first. And this will just end up being a construction line. Just make sure you have this green dot here so that you are in the center of that line. And let's click on that line and just make it a construction line. All right, and then we're going to add in 2 lines. Just make sure it hits the edge of the circle, and then it should be parallel to the other line, or it should be perpendicular to this line right here. And do the same thing on the other side. And then what we need to do is dimension the distance from that center line here. And if we look at our drawing, that has a total distance of 0.65, but since we're doing it from that center line, we want to do half on either side. So that means that is 0.325 over here, and the same over here. So this needs to be 0.325. And the other side needs to be the same thing. All right, we have some lines that we don't need, so we're going to use the trim tool again to cut these away. All right, and the last thing that we need to do is there is a round between these edges right here. So if you go to our drawing, that round has a value of 0.19. So let's use the fillet tool to add in that round. So we'll go up here to fillet, and then we'll change the value to 0.19. And then we'll just click these lines to add in the round. All right, and that side is done. So we're going to move on down here, and this one will be a little bit easier because this is a perfectly straight line. So let's go to our drawing. The dimensions here are actually a little bit different for some of these because this obviously needs to be a little bit smaller so that it would actually fit into the other end of another track piece. So you'll notice the circle here has a radius of 0.7, but it's still 1 inch from that edge. So let's add that. So circle, again, make sure you're on the center line. You should see that green dot. Move it out just a little bit. Make sure you have a dashed line. And then this needs to have a radius of 0.7 or a diameter of 1.4. Okay, and then we'll just dimension it 1 inch from the edge. And then just like we did last time, let's add in a center construction line. And then let's just add some lines on the ends, and then we'll dimension it. Okay, if we look at the drawing, the dimension for that is 0.6 all the way across. So that means we're going to do 0.3 and 0.3 for the sides here. And then we'll use the trim tool, just like we did last time, to get rid of these extra lines. And then we'll add in the round, and that round value is the same exact thing, which should still be in there. Okay, so that is now done. So we're going to click Finish, and then we're going to extrude it. And it does have a thickness of 1 inch. I don't think that is on the drawing sheet, but again, it is extruded 1 inch. So just click OK. And there is our track piece. What we're going to do now is add in those grooves. So I'm going to go to the edge that is over here on the other side, I think. We're going to put that there. Actually, since this edge is aligned to our right view, let's just put it here. So I'm going to click on this edge, and we're going to make a sketch right there. And then make sure that you click on the right view so that we are looking straight at that edge. All right, what we want to do now is use the project geometry tool to get some of these lines so that we don't have to draw them again. So we're going to get this line and the top, and then I think we're going to do the same thing on the other side, that top line and then the right line. Okay, and what we basically want to draw is we're going to be using this right here. We just want to put these 2 little squares on here. And then what we're going to do is just use that sweep tool to make those grooves. So let's just add in some lines. This line needs to go 0.4 from the left side, and then 0.1875 down. We can just make it all the way down. So I'll just draw a line all the way down. And then let's just add another, go ahead and add another line right next to it, going all the way down. And then we'll just dimension these. So this one, it's going to be 0.4. if we look at our drawing, that other one is 0.75. All right, why don't we go ahead and do the same thing on the other side before we add in this other line. So again, just add in 2 lines. Just make sure that they're perfectly vertical. And then just dimension them. This time we're going to use the right side. And it's going to be the same exact numbers. 0.4 and 0.75. All right, now let's go ahead and just add in these other lines. And again, these are just going to be dimensioned 1.875. Or actually, I'm sorry, 0.1875. That would be way too far. 0.1875. All right, and you'll notice we actually don't need the bottom parts of these lines. So let's use the trim tool just to get rid of those. So we only have the top part. And then let's just make sure that the top is closed off so that when we sweep, it selects the entire profile of that. All right, so we are all set. So we're just going to click Finish. I'm going to go back to Home, and then we're going to use the Sweep tool, which is right here. And then first you want to select your profile. Just make sure when you select the profile, you should just see the squares, not the entire thing. I just selected the entire thing. Mine is having a lot of trouble. All right, I'm going to go into the sketch and we're just going to get rid of some of these other lines so it doesn't do this. Nope. Actually, let's just make these construction lines and that will solve our problem. Okay, hopefully that works. Finish and then sweep. Yeah. So make sure you have both of those selected, and then as far as path, you just need to click either the inside curve or the outside curve. Doesn't matter which, and then just make sure that you select cut so it actually removes the material. Click OK. And then you're going to get an error message. It's asking you if you want to continue. Just click yes, and it's going to be fine. All right, that is a curved track piece.